Welcome back to Careful Boys. Today we're doing something a little bit different.
Oh, okay.
Chugger.
Not quite.
That's not different.
We are taking a little tour of reddit.com/cuckold psychology.
Whoa, dang.
Okay. Dude, this is gonna open Pandora's box for me. You better not.
It would be nice to understand a little bit more of that.
You could wish that we closed this, but you can leave if you want.
I'm gonna just plug my ears when I feel uncomfortable.
Once we go down this road, there's
He's
no
gonna
going
scoot
back.
in closer.
What does this mean?
Can we use Nick's
Like, I know
computer?
what a cuck is.
Yeah.
No,
So this is like these are people who are entering or have experienced cuckoldry who are
They
trying
like
to
it.
find like-minded individuals to just sort of talk about it with.
Whoa.
Like everyone's at a Chili's bar and like, hey, yeah, I'm a cuckold.
Like
I'm a
Alcoholics
cuckold.
Anonymous or like this is my club?
This is my club.
Wait, but can you join this club if you don't want to participate with your wife, but you just want to participate with their wives?
If you want to just watch, you can join the club.
Oh.
What exactly is cuckoldry again?
It's like if you like to watch Geo have sex with other dudes.
Yeah, and you love it though, but you like it gets you.
And you like her to like look at you and humiliate you while it's happening.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, he's so big, babe.
And the shame of it, gets you off.
I don't think
babe.
he understands it. Give more examples.
Oh, babe, he's so big, oh, babe.
It's a very foreign feeling to most people.
I don't think I'm mad enough to understand.
And then while she's looking in your eyes, you get a ding on your phone. You're like, what the f? And then you get a text from Gio that says he's so big, babe.
How'd you text that? Was that pre-planned?
Talk to text. She must have done talk to text, but I didn't know.
Use your watch for that?
I saw one where a
Weird.
couple couldn't pay rent, and then so the landlord was like, "Well, I fuck your girlfriend," and he goes, "No, not her." No. Yeah.
It's a lot of acting.
Fall on your knees. Shit. Okay.
But I just got sad and I moved into another video.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. First guy comes from Wannabe Fishing 24, who says, I finally told my wife that I want her to cuck me. It didn't go well. I have had a cuckolding/hot wife fantasy since before I met my wife. I was always scared to bring it up to her because I was afraid of how she would react, and boy, did she react just how I thought she would. I told her that I thought it was really hot, and before I could even ask how she felt about it, she shut it down completely. She said things like, I hope it's not something you're into because I'm not doing that, Steven.
Okay.
And isn't that something married people should do? And it goes on and on. We haven't spoken since yesterday when I told her I don't know what to do. I still have the cuckolding fantasy that I want to make a reality, but I'm not going to push it on her.
Are we on Reddit or is this iMessage?
This is Reddit.
You're reading my text out loud, dude.
But I'm not going to push it on her. Maybe I should have... What are you saying? Maybe I should have brought it up when we started dating instead of years later, but it's too late for that.
Oh, jeez.
I would appreciate any advice on what to do from here.
So in this situation,
Yeah.
he wants his wife to fuck another dude.
He's like, why isn't she gonna fuck?
I'm already tripped out by the fact that
so
it's sad
funny.
that he had that fantasy prior to meeting her.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
So,
And then he like projected that onto her, like that's rough.
But isn't there a lot of fantasies people just have in general?
It's just like a kink he has, right?
How's that gonna even work?
but he's kind of like, he's doing that whole thing. Like he's like, hey, have you heard about this cuckold thing? He's like, can you believe people are in this shit?
You know what I think though too with certain sexual fantasies? I feel like a lot of people think it's one thing in their head, and then when they actually do it, it's completely not what they expected, and they hate it.
1000%.
or they
For
love it
instance-
more than they thought.
For sure. For instance, like a good chunk of people that are like, yo, I'm gonna do jiu-jitsu, this shit is gonna be super tight, I'm gonna love it. They come in for like a month and I never see them again.
Dude, why you gotta bring that up?
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they go to a different place.
Yeah, that's true. They hate us and they just go somewhere
This
else.
guy's fucked up, man.
And I extrapolate that because sexually, I bet that happens all the time, especially with cuckold shit.
All right, this one guy says it's his fresh cuck 10.
Fresh cuck
You
10.
can tell he's new, right?
His username is Fresh Cock
I'm
10.
not kidding. Fresh cuck 10. He says his topic is called "Where does everyone like a bull to come?"
Huh? What did he say?
Where does everyone like a bull to come? Do you understand that?
So the bull is the dude. You're the cuckold.
Who's railing your wife?
Oh balls.
I thought he said a bowl of cum. I was like, what is a bowl of cum?
That's what I thought too.
Like a literal bowl.
Lap it up, kid.
Here's a spoon, sir.
Have your cereal, sir.
Would you like some more?
Want some tricks with that?
So he says, where does everyone like a bull to come? He says, nothing is better than the intensity of a bull coming inside my wife.
Oh my god.
Where do you bulls like to come?
Oh, whoa, that's a different world.
Oh, so that means it's not just cucks in this Reddit subgroup. It's also bulls that come here to find cucks.
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's what Joe was saying, I think.
You know, because it says, cuckold psychology, at the top right, it says, discussing the entire cuckolding spectrum, including but not limited to hot wives, bulls, stags, and vixens, as well as cuckolds. I don't know what the
What
fuck.
the
stag and a
fuck are
vixen?
all of those?
Urban Dictionary, let's go, dude.
Too much, it's like fucking Dungeons and Dragons.
It's like warriors and elves and druids.
The fuck you guys are doing? It's like, what's a cleric, dude? What's a cleric? Why not just call it a healer? Call it a
What is it called? What is a bull in...
Stag
I've been a stag.
and vixen.
Vixen's probably the female version,
Is a
right?
bull.
It's a female bull.
So there's also a lot of like kind of gayish connotation to it because in a lot of situations the dude is looking at the dude.
The dominant man.
And sometimes the dude will touch the dude and then all of a sudden the dudes are doing it.
Dominant man engaging with the cuckold partner is a bull.
Wait, say that one more time?
The dominant man engaging with the cuckold partner is called a bull.
Okay.
It's fucking crazy.
And who's the stag and the vixen?
This cat.
Are they just Santa's reindeers?
We need a map. We need a glossary.
I don't like how the thing is called cuckold psychology. It's too like on the nose, I think. For
It's too letting them get away with it.
Would you rather a bowl of cum?
a bowl of cum. Jeez, man.
Did you find stags and vixens? Otherwise, we have to move on.
No, we can't. We have to let Joe Google for 8 minutes.
He's like, I found this thing about the CIA though.
Check this out. So this one guy says, you know, in response to where does everyone like a bull to come? He says wherever she wants him to. Usually it's in her vagina, but her latest guy likes to take off the condom and come on her. I'm impressed how much she likes guys coming on her because I never do that. One time after a solo date, I was pleasantly surprised to find some in her hair.
Pleasantly surprised.
I have a goal. This is 2025
What's
goal.
a solo? What is? Oh, man.
I have a goal to get a photo of her wedding ring covered in his.
A gold?
What the fuck?
That's tough, dude.
That's a high level cuck, man.
That's tough.
That's a low point.
Some people are way more open-minded than me, I think.
All right, check
How did we get here?
I don't think I'm that
How did
open-minded.
we get here?
Okay.
How did we go from 1776 to this, brother?
This is a funny explanation. Okay. So a stag and vixen is a couple in which the man shares his woman with the other men for erotic NSA encounters. Yet the husband is straight, hetero, alpha, and not seeking byplay nor humiliation, and the woman does not demean or sissify her man.
That's a stag.
Oh, so bulls and cuckolds, like Ryan said, the
Bulls
cuck,
fuck. Bulls fuck.
the cuck might be into the bull fucking him too or
into the bull.
something.
So the cuck
stag-
is the stag.
So the stag is the cuck.
No, so the stag is the cuck, but he's a dominant man who encourages his female
He's an
partner.
alpha cuck.
He's straight as hell, brother.
He's like the Bill Belichick. He's on the sideline.
Yeah, of course you can pound my wife while I just sit here, brother. I'm straight.
With a headset and a playbook. He's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to get a.
He's basically a pimp.
Oh
Okay, he's
shit.
the alpha cuck is a stag. Okay, what about vixen?
But they're not a cuck though, because that's different. So stag and vixen is different from cuck holding.
Oh, it's a couple. It's a separate couple.
So it's stag. Stag is like a dominant like man, and then the vixen is like the female, but she doesn't make him a sissy.
Yeah.
So it's just like.
But she's still getting.
But when you're a cuck, you want to be humiliated.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then so a stag is like, go fuck her. Yeah, I'll go fuck him. You know, and then it's like the stag is more dominant. It's like, yeah, that's right. You go fuck him. You go fuck that bull.
But I'm not a pussy though. That's what
Yeah,
he
I'm
says
not a
after.
pussy, though.
But I'm not a pussy.
And then, but the cuck is like, oh no, you're fucking my wife. And then he's getting horny off of that.
Sick.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's interesting.
So one is just has a good attitude, the other one has a bad attitude.
I think I'm a vixen, dude. I think I'm a big. I like that better. I think.
I think I'm a stag, brother. Because I'm straight as hell, dog.
I think honestly.
You won't tell me twice.
I think I'm a future moderator on this fucking thread. That's what I think.
None of you guys know anyone that's into this stuff, right?
Of course you do, Ryan.
Okay.
I knew of one guy.
We both do.
Someone that Nikki grew up, someone that Nikki was homies with for a long time. her boyfriend was really into her just like fucking dudes all the time.
Oh wow.
So was he a stag or a cuck?
After hearing this, I want to say he's a stag. Because I never heard about her being like, and I fucked this guy, and like, haha, you didn't. Or whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't fuck me?
No shame.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just more of like.
It was weird. But she was like a very suppressed person who like dealt with a very religious household. So I think that she was just like trying to act out, like rebel. And then he was just sort of like, I don't like you that much, so like you can go fuck whoever you want. Like kind of thing.
I bet that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Just in case you have seen some of these lovely pieces on some of our gentlemen here, these awesome jade pendants, or you may have seen the recent JK adventure where we went to Jade Jewelers, just remember that the sale is on now. If you want to visit thejadejewelers.co, you can even find some of the stuff that our guys have had, and way, way more. The selection is huge, so make sure to visit the Jade Jewelers and check out what they've got.
Check it out.
Let's go.
That's the question. Is like, how did you get here? Is it something like?
Where do you want your bull to come?
Probably on me if I'm on the sidelines. That's terrible. That's terrible. I can't even joke about this.
Do you consider, like, let's say there's a couple that's into this, do you consider that being like completely healthy and it's like totally cool? Or do you think something went wrong?
Brother?
No, well, I'm just curious. Like, it's not that something went wrong. I am curious in general. Like, what type of person likes this kind of things? Like, what are common personality traits that these people have where they're into this? And I do that with everything too. Like, even guys that come and do jiu-jitsu, I'm like, oh, what's the commonality of all you guys wanting to come train? Like, what is it? Like, I think about that all the time.
Is there commonality with all the jiu-jitsu guys?
I think things of this like preference in nature, it's just it's a minority of something of the human experience, right? Like we deemed what we do the society's like norm because we're the majority, but that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't make it any quote unquote more right or something like that.
I don't think it's a morality thing. It's just like it is a taste thing, right? It's like a preference thing. I always just assume that every version of the taste exists in the world. For sure.
And if you're like one of one, then of course like you're technically deemed weird, but it's like you're just weird.
I'm more curious of like classification. Like, what kind of personality traits would a cuck typically have across the board? If we took 100 cucks, what's a common theme between all of them, like personality wise? Like, I am like genuinely curious.
And also, I think what he's saying, like,
Usually white.
I think yes, there's different tastes, but then there's also tastes that go against biology. So, for example, like if you have a lion and a pride of lions, I can't picture one lion going like this, watching his bitch getting railed, and he's like, fuck yeah, this is what I want.
You don't think there's cucked in nature?
Because they probably go to the other lion and they probably kill that motherfucker.
I think monkeys be jacking off watching other monkeys.
And I feel like you could take this with any like sexual act, like because there's people that get shit on, right? And there's a group of people that love that. And my curiosity is like, how do we get here? Like, what about your personality makes you like when people shit on you? Like that's just curiosity, really.
Like, did your mom not have you take baths when you were a kid much?
Yeah.
Like,
What
what
is
is just
it?
a messy boy?
For real. Like
Yeah.
I am, because it's like it's more of like a National Geographic. I'm just curious. Like no judgment. It's just like how did we?
It's like I want to know if I have things in common.
Yeah.
With these people.
It's like,
And I might enjoy it.
It's like why we like boobies is because boobies was like our meal. And
But what's not to like, you know?
Can you imagine if all 100 of them had cauliflower ear?
They all jiu-jitsu.
all right, so check this out. Backup bulls. Does anyone ever do this?
Backup bulls.
So last night we had a new guy come
Like
over.
the bull passed out and you want your girl to keep going?
No. Listen. Last night we had a new guy come over. Let's just say he was less than advertised. After my wife spent over an hour getting ready, she was determined to have her needs met. So she invited a second guy over whom she had been talking to. This is not the first time we've done this. In fact, it's the third time it's happened. Does anyone else keep a backup bull just in case?
So stereotypically speaking, the bulls are usually black dudes and the cucks are usually Bill Gates ass looking white guys. Just saying.
That's the common denominator.
And they're very ashamed.
That's stereotypically.
That already makes me go like, okay, there's a pattern here that we can see.
Nick's like, oh, it's not me. It's not my genes.
Yeah, I think you're okay.
I can close this book. I can close this chapter of my life.
But You can also, I can send you this Reddit and you can look at it yourself.
Nah, it's okay, dude.
You might enjoy it.
You might like
You
it.
might be like, this is what I've been missing.
No, I'll be more passive aggressive than ever if
Okay.
this happened to me.
Okay.
No, thank you.
How to take it to the next level, this guy says. I've shared my wife for 2 years now with a friend of ours. Normally I get pics and texts, which is great. When I am with them, I sit in a corner and I take care of myself. But I want to take it a step further. I like to dress in my wife's clothes when she's gone. I want to dress with them and clean up. Maybe one day I'll work myself up to pleasuring him, but how do I tell them and they won't get mad?
See, already it makes me feel like
He's just gay.
That's that thing where you're trying to creep in and like participate. It's not.
That's no longer cucking.
Dude, Bart's sparking off, dude.
This is a fucking 6-sided Rubik's Cube, dude. How do you solve this shit?
Bart's having a
Rubik's cubes have 6 sides.
Bart's having an RPC error right
Or
now.
how many sided? 12-sided Rubik? I don't know.
the 24-sided Rubik's Cube. Just go higher.
Are you sure it's still a cube?
What don't you understand about maybe one day I'll work myself up into pleasuring?
Dressing up in my wife's clothes and asking. I don't want them to get mad at me like that already.
I remember as a
Damn.
teenager, I rented this Yakuza movie and me and my uncle were watching it, and I saw one of the most fucking disturbing scenes with him, and it was this like gangster couple, husband and wife, and there was like one of their minions, and they were on the run, and they got drunk one night, and so he forced his minion to go fuck his wife. So he's fucking his wife, right? And then he's getting all hard and shit. So then he starts fucking him.
Wait, you watching this with your uncle?
And I'm watching it with my uncle.
And your uncle's all jacking off too.
He's like, get ready, Joe. This is the best part. This is the best part right here. Get ready. Go.
Trust me, take it out. You want it out already.
No, say. Watch this part.
And the worst part of it all is he's a pastor and he has to make everything a fucking lesson, right?
Oh my god!
And he
What was the lesson?
Well, for me, I just like
trust your
the
uncle.
genre. But you know how like
Never trust your uncle.
you know how like
You gotta stop watching movies with your uncle.
you know how like when old people assume shit, like they just can't let it go. Like that's fact in their head, right? So he thought I wanted to be a gangster. And I was like, I just enjoyed. He was telling me like we could rent these videos, but I have to tell you, man, you shouldn't get into that world. And I'm like, I just like the genre. And then so we're watching it, and then in that scene he turns over and he goes, "You still want to be a gangster?"
That's fucking hilarious. That's awesome. That's a good uncle. That uncle is goated. Do you still talk to him? He sounds like a cool dude.
That's really smart.
I'm like, I don't want to fucking be a like this.
What does this have to do with being a gangster?
He's like, he goes, "That's gonna happen to you," and I'm all like,
He's like, you joined a gang, they're gonna fuck you in the ass.
Dude, how does this always happen to Joe? This reminds me of the story where Joe's like, I was watching this porn. He's like, I'm watching this girl get fucked, and he's like, and then they zoom in on the guy, and like, I'm like, oh, why they zoom in on the guy? And then all of a sudden they shove a cock in his mouth.
"Hey, you know, someone said in the comments he saw the same one."
Like I feel like at some point in the title bar I would have said something about that, or at least a hint about that.
Because usually they have tags on it.
I asked Joe about that, and he's like, I don't know, I got too horny.
Wait, are you talking about the lesbian one?
Yeah.
Or are you talking about the guy sucking his own dick?
No, the lesbian one, but then you said the guy like had a cock shoved in his mouth.
No. So it was a transgender one.
Oh yeah.
So it said 2 hot girls suck or whatever, right? and I was like, ooh, look at these hot ass
Like
lesbians.
sold.
2 hot girls suck.
Ooh, I do believe I will.
And then like the girls kissing, and then one girl's going down the boobs, going down, and then a dick appears, and then she starts sucking it, and I was like, whoa, that lady had a dick.
Where did the transition happen?
That was the transition.
It panned down, and I was like, that's hot.
Is that a famous Yakuza movie like Goodfellas?
No, it was like
Is it the movie Yakuza?
Bad fellas.
No, I don't know.
Lay Ryota's in it.
You know when you go to like those Asian fucking video stores back in the day, everything was just like pirated shit.
Yeah.
And then I went to the crime genre section.
Yeah.
And I looked at the cover and I was like, we could try this. We could try this. Yeah.
There's some wild ones.
Yo, I gotta take a shower, bro. I feel icky, dude.
Brother, this could be a series that we
Yeah, we should. We should check it every now and then.
Someone in the comments has to know what movie
They have
that
to
is.
know. Yeah.
We should look up casual hookup ones.
Yakuza movie where the minion gets butt rammed.
Honestly, the guy that wants to
While he's doing the gangster's wife. Yeah.
Wait. Are you yucking his yum right now?
No, I think he just eventually. Well, dude,
We're not yucking yums.
we're not yucky yums. Hey,
Nah, you guys do your thing, man.
I mean, we're laughing a lot about different things. We're laughing about Simpsons jokes that we remember a lot from a long time ago.
look, it's not my thing. It's not my thing. But if you want to go jack off the guy that's fucking your wife, go ahead, dude.
Yeah, dude.
But it sounds like you want to fuck that guy
A little bit.
a little bit. It's like you're kind of like you're testing out the waters. Yeah, maybe you're bi, which is totally fine. Maybe you're pansexual. That's cool.
Bart's still not barking right now.
Is that your thing? That's not my thing. I don't think.
Bart had a denial of service attack, dude.
This shit is crazy. We got it too good. We got it too good.